Hey everybody, MC Commentary here. This time I'm going to be bringing you the 1.0.4 changelog. And let's just get started. The first thing is the social slots, and these are items that you can put over your armor to give you a different appearance. Such as you can be wearing molten armor, and you could have any of these things that I'm going to be listing to you as your vanity item, and it just gives you a special appearance. Okay, let's get started. This is straight from Blue and the development team. Tuxedo shirt and pants, plumber's outfit with a hat, a hero outfit with a hat, a bunny hood, a fish bowl, a top hat, archaeologist outfit with a hat, a ninja outfit, a red hat, a summer hat, robe, robot hat, gold crown, and you can also use any other armor as a vanity item. Basically, yeah, like I said, you could be wearing molten armor, and you could put, like, i.e. any of these things, or like silver armor on your vanity item, and it gives you the appearance of that while still holding your molten armor stat bonus. So that's good for people who want to look either weaker or they want to look different while still having their stat bonuses. The next item on the list is leather, and that can be used to craft currently the archaeologist suit. And then there's green dye and black dye, and currently I'm not quite sure what those are for. I think they're for like the plumber's outfit and the tuxedo. Maybe the hero. I haven't gotten those yet. You can now wear the jungle rose in your hair. The water candle's enemy spawn rate. It works now. It used to be, I believe, the Band of Regeneration had the water candles stuff, like it's special. Some items that were missing lore text in their tooltips now have them, i.e. the breathing reed, the grappling hook, and the jungle rose. Ammo items are now listed as ammo in their tooltip, and equipable items no longer offer stat bonus lists as vanity items in the recipe list, and the recipe now lists as materials in their tooltip. The magic hat now offers 2 defense to its wearer, and the empty bucket now offers 1 defense to its wearer. Dungeon blocks now require at least a nightmare pick to mine, unless they're near the spawn location, where they can be mined by any pick. Phoenix Blaster has a reduction to stats to balance better with the other items of its tier. Gem, mushroom, and bottles sell values have been reduced. Hellforges above the rock layer can be moved with any hammer, but below requires 60% power hammer or stronger, which is the tier above gold. Anything above gold hammers will work, because the gold hammer has 55% power. And the angel statues are now more rare, and they're still pointless. Okay, those are the items updates. Now we're going to get on to the fun things. The NPCs. The newest NPC is the bunny. Yes, it's here. Finally, it's here. The bunny rabbit from all the rumors is finally in the game. You can also find a goldfish. It's also an item. It can be an item. And if you sprinkle vile powder or the blood moon occurs, any bunny or goldfish on the map will become corrupt. And it's called the corrupt bunny and the corrupt goldfish. If you kill a corrupt goldfish, it's got a chance of dropping, I believe it's got a chance of dropping a goldfish or something else. But if you kill a goldfish by like suffocating it or getting a monster to attack it, then it automatically drops 1 goldfish. And if you put 2 goldfish and I think a bucket of water or a jar, I think it's a jar, or a bottle, I mean, you craft those, and you can get the goldfish bowl. The fish bowl is the helmet. The next thing is the piranha, and those appear in the jungle. That's where I've seen them. Apparently they can spawn in other places. And they drop hooks, and a lot of other stuff. And there's a harpy, which spawn up in the sky. Apparently they don't drop anything special at the moment, just money. The next thing, I'm going to wait and talk about that in a bit. Then there's the bats. Bat and jungle bat, I haven't fought those yet. Apparently they're a pain. Then there's the jungle slime, which is basically just a stronger version of the slime, and it only appears in the jungle. And there's a snatcher, which is the jungle vines, the things that come out of the ground and are latched to the ground. They appear above ground now in the above ground jungle, which you can make from, I guess you can grow jungle above ground. I haven't tried that yet. There's a lot of things I haven't tried yet that just came out. There's 2 new rare enemies. There is Dr. Bones and the Groom. The Groom I haven't heard a thing about, but Dr. Bones is apparently like Dr. Jones, Indiana Jones. New NPC, the Clother, will now move into your town when the conditions are met. I haven't found his conditions or her conditions at the moment. I will leave a comment on the video when I find them, telling you what the conditions are. And let's see, the Dead Miner is now a bit stronger. Tim's spawn chance has been reduced. The Eater of Worlds now has higher HP, defense, and damage, making battling him more difficult. I still destroyed him today. No problem. Hornets no longer appear as if they flip over while flying. That was fun, though. Oh. Enemy projectiles no longer drop hearts or stars when killed by the player. Enemy spawn rates have been adjusted to account for the increased spawn distance. Enemy spawn distance has been pushed back to the maximum resolution to ensure they will never spawn on the screen. And then there is one more character that has been added, and that is the new mini-boss. The very first mini-boss of Terraria, the King Slime. This thing is massive. It is huge. It is fun to fight. And when you damage it, it drops more slimes. This thing has 2,000 health. And it pretty much always drops a piece of ninja gear. It's got a 33.33 repeating % chance to drop one of the 3 pieces. The hood, the chest plate, and the legs. I mean, there's like it's a 9,999 out of 10,000 ratio that it will drop one. You have like a 1 in 10,000 chance that it won't. And if it doesn't, then you suck. Okay, besides the NPCs. Player updates. Players now have a 1-second invulnerability after they spawn, which is nice for PvP. The eat or drink animation now plays correctly. I didn't even know there was one. Okay. World generation. Surface jungles are now possible on mud that is on the surface. Jungle trees will auto-grow on their own, as acorns are not usable on jungle grass. Chasms are now less frequent to appear, but they always will have an orb. Good. Mud now blends graphically with dirt rather than stone to make more crisp-looking jungles. Good. And jungle plants now grow underwater. I guess that's cool. And multiplayer increased client-side security. Select summoning items will no longer cause monsters to summon. Oh, so hovering over it doesn't summon them anymore. That was a glitch. Players with a name over 20 characters will now get booted from the server. Oh, snap. Added some minor anti-grief protection. Don't know what that is. Fixed a bug that would cause the client to attempt to summon an NPC during a multiplayer game and crash. Added the -host command line parameter to the client. Wonder what that does. I haven't hosted one in a long time. I might try that out soon. Improved server timing, which should help reduce lag. Added several new command line and configuration operations. These are listed in the server config.txt. Servers will now output to crash log text before crashing, allowing more specific bug reporting, and clients will now output to client crash log text before crashing, allowing for more specific bug reporting. And then we have the final ones, the miscellaneous. Screen res now have limits of 800 by 600 minimum and 1920 by 1200 maximum. Add the option that will pause the game while talking to an NPC or opening your inventory in single player. It defaults to off. Added an option to automatically save the world every 10 minutes. Defaults to on. Added a prompt to load a world back up if the current world is corrupt. Never had a corrupted world. Added a check to determine if the world file was loaded successfully. Attempting to launch the game from the Terraria.exe will inform you to launch via Steam rather than doing that all, with no indication of why. Backing out of the port selection screen now plays the correct sound. Setting options now correctly aligns with the center of the screen in all resolutions. The setting menu has been reorganized. All video-related options now have their own menu. The little tink sound, you know, when you hit your pickaxe against like stone or metal, now has a more dull sound, and I do recognize this. It's a lot nicer now. And the Read Logic splash screen, the thing that loads up at the beginning, now scales correctly in other resolutions. And also, Blue has mentioned that the harpy that is in the game, it's mispronounced, or is misspelled in the game. It's spelled H-A-R-P-E-Y. In reality, it's spelled H-A-R-P-Y. They know of this. They're going to fix it. Blah, blah, blah. There are also going to be some updates for 1.0.5, like balancing the underworld spawn rate, clothes for female characters they'll be looking at, kicking people from servers with spanning the water scepter, yada yada. Okay. That's all for 1.0.4, and I hope you guys were informed by this little informative thing. The thing with me and T will still be going on. Hopefully, we just got to get a time set up. He's got Terraria informative stuff with lawyers and accountants and blah blah blah. Fancy stuff for important people, which I'm not. So, I will see you guys later with more information and possibly a Let's Play.